In the 1860s, a conflict began to develop over the Great Plains themselves. Who would get the plains, the ranchers or the homesteaders? The major problem for the cattlemen in driving their herds northwards was the spread of the homesteaders. As they settled across the plains, the routes of the cattle drives were blocked. The eventual solution to this was the development of ranching on the plains. One of the earliest ranchers on the plains was John W. Iliffe. Having failed to strike it rich as a gold miner at Pikes Peak in 1859, he set up a store near Cheyenne. He discovered that cattle could survive the winter on the plains. He went on to build up his herd by buying lame and footsore cattle from settlers travelling to Oregon. In 1866 he bought cows and bulls from Goodnight and Loving. Eventually he had a herd of 35,000 cattle on his ranch. He sold beef to the railroad builders, and in 1868 secured a U.S. government contract to supply beef to the Sioux reservations. In 1870, Charles Goodnight bought land in Colorado, stocked it with Texas Longhorns and began ranching. Other Texans followed his example. Whilst his Colorado ranch was unsuccessful, the ranch he set up later, the J.A. Ranch in Texas, was very successful. By 1877 it covered 1 million acres and had 100,000 cattle. In 1878 a large band of starving Comanches and Kiowas left their reservation to hunt for buffalo. Finding none, they took some of Goodnight's cattle. Hearing of this, Goodnight arranged a meeting. The Indians agreed to allow Goodnight to keep his cattle on their land if he paid them for 2 beef cattle a day. He agreed, knowing that the US Army would soon arrive and force them back onto their reservation. That is exactly what happened.